Hello, everyone, and welcome to your new moon in Sagittarius report. And the new moon energy is actually happening as I film this video, so I can really feel into this powerful energy of a new beginning, a fresh start, encouraging you to focus on your bigger vision. And I'm going to share my screen so I can walk over the different astrological alignments that are happening around the time of this new moon, and really help you feel into this energy, which is very much paving the way for what we are stepping into in 2020, and really helping you cultivate that energy now. Feel the joy of what you want to create, which is going to make you magnetic to what you desire to attract into your experience. And when we talk about the Sagittarius energy, it's all about joy, it's all about abundance, and it's about cultivating that from within. And as you feel that within, you're able to radiate that out into the world. So if you are new to me, my name is Kara, and I'm passionate about helping you co-create magic with the universe. And in addition to being a master astrologer, I'm also certified in the Akashic Records, and I love bringing both of them together. So when I pull up a chart for a new moon, a full moon, or whether I'm doing an astrological reading and feeling into your unique energies, I'm always in that space of the Akashic Records at the same time. So I'm not only looking at these planetary alignments and what's happening in the cosmos, but tuning into the guidance and the energy behind it to help you work with it in the highest expression. And so before we dive in and I share my screen with you and we go over this powerful chart, I want to let you know that as a Black Friday sale, I'm opening up a special on my astrology course, Explore Your Divine Blueprint with the Power of Astrology, which basically allows you to understand your unique birth chart, which is your divine soul blueprint, and how you can work with that energy to tap into your unique spiritual gifts, your unique manifesting powers, your healing abilities, to get deeper insight into the life gifts and talents that you bring in from past lifetimes that are meant to serve you in this lifetime, even gaining deeper clarity on your soul purpose, your soul mission, how to work with the energies in your birth chart in their highest expression. So send me a message if you want to be first notified when the doors open for that Black Friday sale. And I've had many people who have done previous astrology courses come in and do this course and have so many aha moments and insights, because the way that I go over the astrology and the things that I'll get you to hone in on in your birth chart are really life transforming and just help you connect in a powerful way with your unique energy, and also linking it to the goddess archetypes as well, so you can see how the energy of the goddess really wants to be expressed through you. So send me a message if you want to get in on this special. So with that being said, I'm going to share my screen here and we're going to dive in and take a look at this chart. So let me just make this a little bit larger, a little bit easier to see here. So this is the new moon chart, and where we focus right away is over here with the moon in Sagittarius conjunct the sun in Sagittarius, both at 4 degrees. And anytime it's a new moon, that's what makes it a new moon, is the sun and moon are teaming up together. And right now it's in this fiery, passionate energy of Sagittarius. And each of the signs of the zodiac embody a different energy. They embody a different archetype, and Sagittarius is the adventure, freedom lover of the zodiac. So this is about breaking free from self-imposed limitations. Any way you've limited yourself or thought, I can't do this, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not pretty enough, all those ridiculous ideas that we may have in our mind, freeing ourselves from those limitations and connecting back to the truth in your soul, which is that you're a powerful creator. The entire universe is backing you up, and you can manifest whatever it is that you desire. And this Sagittarius new moon is really bringing us back to that. After a year of a lot of internal work, a lot of inner transformation, and really gaining clarity on what is it I actually desire? What is a soul desire in my life? What do I want to experience? What do I want to create? This new moon is really about moving forward into that and locking in the energy of how you want to feel, locking it into the moment. So by the time 2020 comes, as a good friend of mine says, you're sitting on ready. You're sitting on ready, and you're ready for the opportunities. You're ready to take the action. You're ready to move forward, because the Sagittarius energy is about cultivating that joy from within. It is about freeing yourselves from those limitations and going on the next adventure, getting ready for the next adventure. It's very much focused on the larger vision, focused on what I desire to create. It is about dreaming bigger. Dreaming bigger, stepping into your vision, awakening to the vision that you have in your heart for what you want to create, and looking at any of the ways you may have held yourself back a little bit, or maybe played small when you knew you had really big desires for what you're here to experience, create, and share with the world. This is about fully stepping into that energy. And Sagittarius is represented by the centaur. So it's just pointing that bow and arrow where I want to go, and I'm off. I'm optimistic about what is to come. I have that bigger vision in mind. I know what I want to create, and then moving toward it. It's also associated with the centaur, and it has this very mystical quality to it, right? It's half human, half animal, very powerful, but very much connected. There's something behind that power. It's connected into higher consciousness, higher truth. And that's why the Sagittarius energy is also very spiritual as well. Now, in the shadow side, it can always be looking at what is the next adventure, what is next, what is next, and not realizing all the beauty and joy in the moment. So what you want this affirmation to be is, I'm grateful for the present moment. I'm celebrating what is working in my life now, and I'm ready for what is to come. I am ready for what is next. So that's our Sagittarius energy. Now, the ruler of Sagittarius, which means the ruler of this new moon, is Jupiter. And Jupiter's over here in Sagittarius as well, right on the galactic center. So powerful. Jupiter is the planet of abundance, the planet of expansion. And this is what I've learned from reading charts and doing many readings when it comes to Jupiter and where it's activating in our chart. Can definitely place a spotlight on what isn't working in our life. But then we're able to look at that, and we're able to make those changes quickly. And when we do that, we experience good fortune. We experience good things coming into our experience as we have the courage to look at what isn't working and to shift that and to change that. Very powerful new moon, as well as Jupiter over here is also finishing up its cycle in Sagittarius, its home sign, and about to move into Capricorn. And I know this has been an interesting year for many people that have a lot of planets in Sagittarius, with their home, their home planet, their ruling planet traveling through Sagittarius, really being an amplifier of what they need to change in their life, what isn't working in their life, but also really coming back home to themselves. And for each of us, wherever Jupiter was activating in your birth chart, it's probably a time where you became very aware of what you need to change, what you need to switch up, and also where you experience a lot of blessings at the same time, because they can go hand in hand. When we see the challenges in our life as helping us grow into the strongest person we can be, the best people we can be, more connected to the energy of love, we see what a blessing they are. So Jupiter finishing up its cycle in Sagittarius, moving into Capricorn, can also be seen as we're ready to reap the rewards of the work we put in. We're ready to experience it. And it's not just the work through the actions we have taken, but the internal work that you have done to align your energy with what you want to call into your experience, what you want to call into your life, healing the shadows, looking at the shadows, integrating the shadows. All of that internal work is creating shifts to your frequency, to your energy. So when you take action now, you're in a whole different space, and what you're calling in and what you're attracting is on a whole new level. And that's powerful. That's really powerful. So when you're reflecting on this year and what you've manifested and what you've created in your life, it's not just about externally the shifts you've made. don't forget about the internal. That's how manifestation works. The energy shifts first, and then you see the external manifestations. And this year, in many ways, has been cultivating the internal, getting our belief system aligned with what we desire, really taking a look at our core values. And now in 2020, we're ready to like take off. And I'm not saying it's still not doing the work, it's not keeping up with that inner work, but we're in a whole new space where we're feeling more centered and more connected to ourselves. So let's look at some interesting alignments this moon is making. So we'll see here there's a quincunx happening to Uranus in Taurus. Uranus is the planet of progression, even of chaos. It's the planet of chaos because what Uranus does is breaks us free from the traditions that aren't working and encourages us to move forward. So it breaks down what isn't working so we can fully evolve into who we're meant to be. And we all know in the process of transformation that it can feel a little chaotic. It can feel a little off when we're not quite sure exactly what we're meant to be doing, who we even are at times when we're stepping into a new paradigm and a new identity. But what this is, I really feel into the energy of this powerful new moon forming this aspect to Uranus is freedom. Freedom from what isn't working from in our life anymore, letting that go, letting go of the old beliefs, the old energy that we just don't need to bring with us anymore. We have evolved beyond it, freeing ourselves emotionally, stepping into greater levels of freedom. So we are so ready to step into that big vision we have for our life. We are so ready to step into greater levels of joy and abundance. There's so much abundance coming in around this new moon. Sagittarius, Jupiter energy, that's all about abundance of money flowing in, and abundance of love, and abundance of joy, and just owning it and welcoming it into our space and feeling how expansive it is. Very expansive energy that this new moon is bringing in as well. So that's a powerful aspect. There's also a trine happening with the moon over to Chiron in Aries. Now, Chiron is the wounded healer. Very interesting energy we see around Chiron, and this is actually something I explore in my astrology program, Explore Your Divine Blueprint with the Power of Astrology, which is on special for Black Friday. You'll actually learn about your natal Chiron, and you'll learn how it's meant to be transformed into your greatest strengths and your greatest gifts, but also taking a look at how it can be trauma or insecurities you've taken on from past lifetimes or early on in your life that's meant to be transformed into your greatest strength. So for the collective, we have Chiron in Aries directly interacting with this moon energy here. So Chiron at 1 degree, the moon at 4, there's definitely a trine at play there. And it really is about looking at, with Chiron in Aries, it has to do with the self. All about the self, how I feel about my confidence, my ability to step into my purpose, my ability to lead, my ability to take up space. And this really is about releasing any of those insecurities that are there, releasing that, and really understanding and appreciating how the work you've done this past year has helped you feel more confident in who you are. And that confidence has come from returning back to what you know in your heart to be true, returning back to the wisdom in your soul, and remembering how supported and divinely guided you are by the universe. Because the lack of confidence comes when we disconnect from our soul's truth. The lack of confidence comes when we get too stuck in the ego and we're trying to measure our self-worth by external things we've accomplished instead of internally. The internal game, right? Or just knowing on a soul level you are worthy because you exist. So this new moon may trigger some of those insecurities. You may see some of those insecurities come back up, and then your job is to say, I'm not playing into that anymore. I'm not stepping into that old paradigm. I'm remembering who I really am, my power, my strength, and that's what I'm wholeheartedly embracing and moving forward with. Really powerful energy and powerful transformations unfold when we're able to look at and see those old stories and choose again. So powerful. So another aspect that we have happening here is Mars. That this is definitely worth mentioning here. So Mars in its home sign of Scorpio, which is passionate and intense and really giving us that drive as we, you know, head into December and we're wrapping up 2019 and we're preparing for a new decade. There's so much passion and intensity with Mars in its home sign where we're feeling so ready. We're ready to move forward. We're ready for that big vision. And it's in opposition to Uranus. Uranus is really coming into play strong with this new moon, and it's shaking things up. It's freeing us from our limitations. It's asking you to embrace your uniqueness, your eccentricity. And this opposition here brings a lot of energy and a lot of drive for moving forward with what it is you truly desire, because that energy of Uranus really coming into play strongly around this new moon is helping you break free from the shoulds. The shoulds. I should do this. I should show up this way. I should. That weighs us down. That lowers our vibration. Free yourself from that and ask yourself, where am I intuitively being guided? What actually lights up my soul? And that's what you want to follow. So beautiful new moon energies. I'm going to stop the share here. And some guidance from the Akashic Records. Again, the guidance from the records comes in just as I explore the chart and I look at the chart and I really feel into the energies. But what I would encourage you to do is take some time to go inward, set your intentions, really hold that space strongly for releasing any of the ideas and the beliefs that are coming from the fear mind that are actually not in alignment with who you really are. Hold the intention that it's time to let that go and claim your innate worthiness, step into your leadership power, taking up space and really owning that bigger vision, owning what you want to create in your life and fully saying now is the time. Embody the energy now. Don't wait for 2020. This new moon is saying, no, you got to step into it now, create it now, and feel the emotions behind it now. And when you step into 2020, you're just going to be so ready, so ready for that next adventure. So if you would like to book a private reading, this is the final round of readings that I'm doing for 2019. We can explore your unique astrology, help you prepare for 2020. And if you want to get in on that Black Friday special where you can learn how to read your birth chart and not just read it, but how to actually harness, how to channel that energy in your manifesting and creation, send me a message so you can be the first to be notified when that comes out. Enjoy these new moon energies, sending so much love and light your way. Bye for now.